The first keynote speaker is Dr. Johannes Ruffalo, founder and CEO of LabCentral and BioLabs, and founding partner at Mission Bay Capital. We have a video from Dr. Ruffalo, so please have your attention to the front screen.
Good morning. I'm excited to be with you virtually this morning and share a little bit of our thinking with you about BioLabs coming to Japan. We're very excited about this. Welcome to this conference. In past years, we've attended in person, and because of COVID, there will just be this remote attendance for now. But I'm excited that we continue to get together and to discuss these important topics of innovation. For those of you who are not familiar with BioLabs, I would like to introduce BioLabs really briefly. BioLabs is built to support entrepreneurs who are developing innovative companies, mostly in the biotech area, but also more generally healthcare. And we do that through space, we do that through community, and we are excited to now expand our offering also in Japan. In 2021, my team developed with colleagues in the Kanto region a feasibility study to assess the needs of entrepreneurs in Japan. And we identified 4 key areas where scientific entrepreneurs are looking for more support. They are listed here. We heard that scientists need space, need lab functionality and space to grow their companies. We heard that they need to find help with building their teams and attracting qualified applicants to join their nascent startup teams. We heard that they're having a hard time with lab equipment because it's expensive. And if you're an early stage startup, you don't have millions of dollars to buy fancy lab equipment. And we heard, most importantly, that they're looking to build a strong network of stakeholders. This includes investors, this includes government, it includes industry partners, and also just peers and colleagues. So based on that, we have decided to bring our BioLabs program to Japan. And we're excited to have announced like 2-3 weeks ago now the collaboration with ICON in Kawasaki as our first instance in which BioLabs will present our program to the Japanese community of entrepreneurs. And BioLabs will help with many of the elements, of course not with all. The innovation comes from local innovators, from universities, from professors, students, also from industry. But then BioLabs can help bring many of these things together. Of course, starting with lab space, starting with industry relationships, and connections to venture capital and funding sources. And we're looking to build a very strong community for you, that where you can come, bring your ideas, and develop them into strong and meaningful companies. Next slide shows the current footprint of BioLabs. Some of you know that we started this about 10 years ago in the Boston region, and with our network that also includes LabCentral and Mission MDC BioLabs in the Bay Area. We now have the largest network of incubators and co-working facilities for biotech companies. We are home to over 400 companies that are small to medium size. They grow from 1 employee to 40 or 50 employees while they're with us. And a very strong network of pharmaceutical partners that we rely on and that our companies benefit in their connection from. We're now, finally growing this also in Japan. And the next slide just shows our activities. We've hosted a first masterclass that was sponsored by JETRO KYOTO, and we have had 6 or 7 groups coming over to Boston, and you see them here posing in front of the dome of MIT. Hopefully some of you might be in the audience today. And we have then built upon this with the recent announcement of the opening of the shared space that we are opening with ICON in Kawasaki. from there, we do expect that we will be able to broaden our offering in other areas of Japan. And I'm glad to know that Hatsumi-san, who will be our lab head for the ICON BioLabs collaboration, will be able to answer questions for you in the following Q&A session. I wish you a successful conference, and I hope to see many of you when you come to Boston and when we'll be able to travel back to Japan, hopefully in the fall.
Thank you very much, Dr. Ruffalo. As he mentioned in the video, BioLabs and ICON in Kawasaki City announced their partnership last month. So we'd like to have some comments from Dr. Atsumi at ICON. Please welcome Dr. Atsumi. Okay, so Dr. Atsumi, could you briefly introduce yourself and the vision and the purposes of this partnership with BioLabs?
Hi, my name is Hiroshi Atsumi, Site Director, ICON in collaboration with BioLabs. Our vision is that we contribute to human health by supporting startups that have cutting-edge technology in the field of life science. What we are doing is that share our business with BioLabs. What we are doing is not master class that is transferring people to US, but is that share love. We are providing the research facility to startups, and we are supporting startups in terms of research and business development and building networks through BioLabs networks. My introduction?
Okay. So may I have another question? So BioLabs is really famous in biotech and healthcare field and has more than 10 incubation labs all over the US, and also have the incubation space in Paris and Heidelberg. Why did BioLabs choose Japan as the next location, and how Kawasaki and BioLabs meet and began your discussion with each other?
Thanks. So BioLabs told me that they evaluate the life science technology in Japan. That is the first reason. And also the reason why they chose Kawasaki is because the ICON is located at King Skyfront in Kawasaki, which is one of the big life science cluster. Even when you get out from ICON, you can meet with people in the many field of researchers like NIHS, CIEA, Peptide Dream, JJ, Medtronic. You can meet with them, then you can discuss with them, which is a trigger to make happen innovation.
Thank you. So it seems healthcare ecosystem in Boston is successful, but I think the situation is different in Japan. So I'm afraid we cannot simply import Boston-style ecosystem in Japan, but how do BioLabs with ICON in Kawasaki City foster an ecosystem in Japan as a whole? It's a little bit difficult question, I know.
So basically, the Boston is different from Kawasaki or any other sites in Japan.
Yeah.
The big difference is, the Boston is that, everything is integrated in the one place.
Yeah.
There is a kind of cluster. Yeah, but in Japan, it's different, right? Kyoto, Kobe, Tsukuba, Kawasaki as well. Those are different, and right now, those are a little bit small sites. So, in my opinion, we need to collaborate with each site, and each site have pros and cons for the innovation site. So yeah, in my opinion, we need to collaborate with each site to make happen innovation.
Thank you very much, Dr. Atsumi. Time is up, so we are excited to see your new journey and continue to work with you further. Thank you very much.